there's that song you guys have been singing. I mean, probably since like June, right? Where you guys were singing about this one weekend.
Sure. It goes, oh, them bargains are a-comin', heave-ho, heave-ho. Them bargains are a-comin', heave-ho, heave-ho. We work really hard and you don't really know. Let's all do a little blow. Yay, blow! Let's work double harder, twice as fast, twice as fast. Let's work double harder, twice as fast, twice as fast. Let's do some speed because I feel the need to work really, really fucking hard. What's fun? Let's all work really fucking hard right now. Let's all hire some labor. Let's work harder. I fucking don't pay you to stay your fucking ass, you fucking asshole.
So yeah, scamstuff.com.
Oh, hells yes! Today's gonna be the best day of my entire freaking life. I cannot believe that it is once again go time for Night Attack, bringing you the best of the worst of the internet ever since anyone cared about time, date, space, location, or the Beastie Boys. I'm Brian Brushwood in Austin, Texas. Joining me, as always, in Oakland, California, it's Justin Robert Young. What's going on, Professor JRY?
Just dabbing on him.
Dabbing on him?
I'm dabbing on him.
Is that the dance move, the new dance move they're doing? How do you do
no,
that?
you got to dab on him.
Okay. In my mind, dabbing on them got its start in Catholic churches when they're playing bingo, and it was old ladies with two daubers for playing bingo, and they just sort of they were sort of waiting on it, and they were pa pa pa, and they just sort of slam it down. Is that what dabbing on them is?
Pretty much.
Awesome.
Oh my God, Brian! We got a hell of a show here for everybody. We have amazing worldwide news that has happened. We have a game that is a year in the making.
Yeah, man, no kidding. We teased that a whole long time ago. We have special guests from the other side of the planet who are probably already falling asleep because it's almost noon over there. And they're probably already drunk and chewing on wasps. You'll understand.
Ask what country they're from. If you pick one from Africa, you're a racist. Yeah, man, we got a hell of a show coming up here. But let's go ahead and go right to really the indispensable part of this program, Bonnie Brushwood.
Hello.
Bonnie Brushwood, for the first time, we're going to wrap up this epic saga, the three-part, third chapter and the final chapter in the great Bunchems debacle. When we last visited with you, you had been on the cover of the Wall Street Journal.
This is true.
You had recorded a segment with Good Morning America, but it had not aired.
Right.
Since then, we had Thanksgiving, and what happened?
Then it aired on Friday, and it was Black Friday. Everybody out buying their toys.
Stop. That's their word.
Yeah, Friday's their word.
Okay, excuse me.
It's Black Day before Shabbat.
His Girl Friday was directed by W.D. Griffith.
Okay.
So
and they showed like 3 seconds of the 2-hour interview that we had. So yeah.
So okay, can we roll it? This is the
Yes, we can.
Let's just get
dude.
to
We
it.
got the
Show
GMA's
it.
thing.
Yeah, just to reset it up, Good Morning America came to the Brushwood house. This is all in reference to the fact that Bonnie Brushwood is the Ralph Nader of Bunchems. Again, Unsafe at Any Hair Length is her book that is coming out. You can pre-order it on Amazon. These
God,
little
I should have
demon
written
toys are amazing in that you can step on them and have a great time. They're kind of Legos, build your own creations. However, when they get stuck in people's hair, it is an absolute disaster. Bonnie really has been the poster child of this story. Went to the Wall Street Journal, all sorts of local outlets, and here it is on Good Morning America.
Problems, get it? Anyways, Bunchems are colorful building balls, but in the story we first saw in the Wall Street Journal, when not used properly, these toys don't just stick to each other. They're getting stuck in kids' hair.
They stick to each other and build like no other. They're
These bunches of Bunchems have kids going crazy.
The amazing new shape
According to this ad we're
instead,
watching.
Then pull away
Yeah,
for
do they?
They're essentially little building blocks to build and create all these different shapes and
Man, they
even
did a big
animals.
story. They went and interviewed a toy store
Yeah.
owner.
Texas mom Bonnie Brushwood tangled in knots, literally.
The hair came in one direction, and then it came in another, and then it really.
Whoa,
just
whoa!
went-
Pause tape! Pause tape! Pause tape!
What?
Did y'all see that? Did you see that? Look at Penny.
Buddy,
Penny has zero chill right now.
I know, it's so funny.
Penny
Okay,
knows
my face.
exactly what's happening, and she is so embarrassed.
All right, Justin, walk everyone through what we just saw.
So, standard GMA, for any audio listeners, standard GMA segment. It's a thing that's crazy. Here's a guy talking about it. Yeah, I think it's crazy. Meanwhile, a lady has a different take on the story. She says it's
not that
crazy,
crazy.
as in a mother who pushes her kids into a lake crazy. Not a good, you all had a great night at Fridays crazy. And Bonnie says... the problem
came
is
in one
that they
direction.
stick together with one thing, and she puts out her left hand in the Diamond Club symbol, and then the right hand, and it sticks to the other one, and she makes the Diamond Club thing.
But
She
what's-
makes the Diamond Club sign, our gang sign.
I think
is
my
right
favorite
there
part-
on display. Meanwhile, your daughter Penny, who is sitting next to her, gets to say nothing during this segment, is just like looking and understanding exactly what's going on, and is just dying inside.
Well, to be fair, I'm almost certain that because I didn't even notice. I don't know if I wasn't in the room or whatever, but I did not know Bonnie had snuck the Diamond Club symbol in there. But my favorite moment as you watch it is she does the one fingers and the other, and she gets it there, and then realizes that this is supposed to be Bunchems, and then very quickly crushes them into a
Oh,
hook.
no. I'm giving Bonnie full credit on this. I think that this was all premeditated. She knew the only way that she would sell it is going like thing, hook. I feel like this was smooth as possible.
Oh,
Oh my
so
God.
good.
You know, it was. I sat there and I wrote that. I go, I gotta get the Diamond Club, Brian. It was like right before we went on. I was like, I gotta get it in there, you know. And I say, what about I do this? And he rolls his eyes at me.
I did.
And he was
okay,
just
first
like,
of all,
yeah.
in my defense,
It's
in
true.
my defense, I was thinking in terms of like, oh, don't burden yourself with trying to make anything clumsy, like just to wedge it in. It's like, this is big enough to do on your, don't worry about it. But you did
It totally felt clumsy though. Like you see me wincing, and I'm not wincing because I'm thinking about the toy. I'm wincing because I'm like, I totally blew that. Darn.
Well,
you
and what's
know?
amazing,
I think
DC
you actually like were like, that was perfect. And you mentioned it on the show last week that you
Yes.
had tried to get a Diamond Club thing, and you're like, oh, who knows if they'll use it. It turns out that's the only thing
That's the only thing they use.
Penny, poor Penny. Again, it is her, flaxen-haired head that has to deal with it. She barely says anything in this segment, and then they put the Bunchems back in her hair to comb them out.
No, we didn't.
You didn't?
No, it was horrible. Like under controlled settings, we've
What-
got the cameras on, right? And then they're playing with it to demonstrate playing with it. And Penny just swishes her hair, and one leaps in and immediately just gets swallowed up. And then like I was just like, oh man. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll go ahead. He was done, so I started, undoing it, and I was just like, Penny. And I started getting like that real mom kind of like, oh man, why'd you
and
go
you're like,
do this?
cameras
And
are
then-
rolling, cameras are rolling.
and he goes, yeah. And then I kind of like pulled back. He goes, oh no, let's get this on camera. And then everybody thinks I did that to her on purpose. It was like, and that
Oh no!
just happened.
Immediately, I blamed the camera guy. I blamed the producer. That
no.
like,
It's the
the
Bunchems.
only thing for whatever the hacky anchor voiceover voice is the only thing that I think that all TV people sound like at all times. Like they go to work and it's like, hey, is it somebody's birthday today? Yes, it is. Yeah. Going to the cake room. The cake room.
It's a shameful place where those who celebrate the anniversary of their birth masturbate with a cake of our choosing.
Well, and here's the thing, after I get it out, like I have to spend another 10 minutes getting one Bunchem out, but at least I'm good at it. And we go through the motions. It's all on tape. And then Brian is like, ah, ha, ha, and he throws one at her hair.
I thought it would just stick.
No. So he had to get that one out without scissors, by the way.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing is that the Xmas elf said,
who's the Xmas elf?
The Xmas elf on Twitter.
Wait, is that a real account?
Elf on the
Xmas elf at Xmas elf, who has
Twitter.com/
16.9K followers, said, thanks to Invisible Wife, we won't be making these toys at the North Pole.
Oh, dude.
So hilarious.
Man, you started an avalanche, girl.
Yeah.
And you managed to promo our gang sign on Good Morning America at the same time.
Oh, but I've got a problem with the word gang sign.
Why?
Like,
just we're a gang.
I think
we're
ought
a
to call
jolly
it.
group.
I think we ought to call it the self-electing unifying hand gesture.
No, it's a gang sign.
No, number one.
It's a gang sign. It will murder anyone who flashes a different one.
No,
hear that, everyone?
Number one, again, there's Bonnie, the mother of three girls that probably shouldn't be saying things like gang sign and being really rad about it. Right. And then there's Bonnie, the member of our gang.
I'm a little uncomfortable
Can't
with
be a self-electing unifying hand gesture. You want to know what is a self-electing unifying hand gesture? This. That's a self-electing unifying hand gesture.
For those who didn't see it, Justin was rolling some dice. He was playing a little bit of Monopoly with Fred Schneider of the B-52s.
Hey, man, do you ever hang out with Fred?
All right, so this is a new thing that tickles us to no end. Is Fred Schneider should be in everything. He should be in a documentary.
You're hanging out with him.
Well, what's weird is when he shows up, I'm sitting here, I'm watching a Ken Burns documentary about the Cold War and space travel. Next thing I know, there's Fred Schneider saying,
well, when you go to space and you're making a case to race the United States to launch Sputnik.
It's really weird, right?
It's just he's a history buff.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah.
The thing is, he brings up a lot of weird history. Like, he won't talk about World War II much, but he talks a lot about World War I. You ever have that happen, Brian?
Oh, he's like, people don't understand that Kaiser Wilhelm was a big, fat, flapping dick with a spiked hat.
He was shot by the Black Hand.
Black Hat, baby.
Spiked hats, baby.
Oh, spiked hat. Sorry.
No.
All's quiet on the Western Front. All's quiet. Gas, baby.
Oh, you beat me to it. Damn it. That was the next one.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's the other thing about him is, but he's helpful. Fred Schneider of the B-52s, because very often he'll give you tax advice.
He'll say things like, people don't consider that dogs are actually a security device. Write them off for your home office, baby, but only 1%. Unless he's your mascot.
Oh my God, that is so WPR.
Sorry. I mean, look, it's him. He's a wealthy man. Very white.
On him. It's true.
If you make over $20,000 a year on independent revenue, consider starting on LLC.
LLC. Limited liability.
Yeah, man, he's a real character, Fred Schneider.
It was weird seeing him at the Elks Lodge.
Oh my God.
That was weird when that happened, when we were both at the Elks Lodge and Fred Schneider showed up. What was he yelling about, bro?
He said, "Get off the stage, you two suck. You'll never make it in the comedy business. I love your second album, though." Fred Schneider.
To us? Were we performing?
Yeah, you and me. We were on stage. If there's ever a time we're going to see Fred Schneider at an Elks Club, it's going to be because you and I were performing there.
For Fred Schneider.
For the Elks. He was just there. He's everywhere.
He's a member, of course. That's the other thing about him is, man, does he love the Elks Club?
Yes, exactly.
Noted
He's
Elks Club member.
Well, he cursed us out, and as he left, he gave the middle finger. He says, "I'll see you at the Shriners."
Shriners at the Shriners.
When two assholes on a podcast make fun of my voice, I follow them until I murder them.
Murder them, baby.
Their throats.
So Brian is performing for a ladies group.
Oh, God damn it, Bonnie. This was not... I got
this not pre-selected as material. Well, let's move on. And
No. It's fine. It's fine.
Brian, let's just totally separate topic. Raise your hand if you're performing for a ladies group.
There's a women's club. I'm booked for late 2016 in. And the lady who booked me, she was like, well, it's a ladies club, and we'd love for you to present. And I'm like,
present? I thought they present.
No.
Oh, did you not even
Damn, somebody's working National Geographic.
Wow.
Sorry.
There's a women's club that asked me to give a talk. Bonnie just snorted wine on her top. No, I did make her look though. They asked me if I would give a talk, and I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, I'll do it. And they're all like, great, let's lock it in for late 2016, and we picked a date. And I was like, well, tell me a little bit about the group, how many people, and so on. And it's like, sure. And they're like, and are you planning to charge us? and I was like, no, don't worry about it. I mean, it's like you're down the street, and it would be lovely. It's fine. And then they're like, and we were hoping you would give, more of a talk and not, you don't need to do any of the magic. They went out of their way to say, I don't need to do any of the magic.
So wait, what are you supposed to do?
Oh, dude, I mean, I got talks on social engineering, on brand development, on the story of quitting your day job and doing what you like. I mean, that's fine. I got plenty.
No, I guess I just don't know if they're like, oh, no, none of this magic stuff, right? Like, because I know you can do talks without it, but I'm just curious, like, what their expectations.
Their expectations are like more of the hacking stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, sure. And then there's like, oh, one more thing. Your show, the hacking the system show, will it be back on the air by then?
Not a chance, babe.
It's one of those where
Buddy,
you gotta drop thing about hacking the system was that the network talked about it for a long time, and they decided that it's better if it lives in the country where it can
run around
it wants,
and play.
It's camped here in the city.
Brian and Jason Murphy, they're out there frolicking, stealing cars, breaking into homes all over the place.
Great time.
No, and I assured her, I was like,
besides that the ratings are in rhyme, they make an awkward conversation with the ladies club.
All right.
Addition, Fred. I'm sorry.
So I assure her that, Jason Murphy and I have a lot of stuff, and we're trying to figure out, what's the right vehicle to put it out right now, and so we'll see. And at any rate, so yeah, that's happening. Coming to a Rotary Club-like environment to you late next year.
Oh wait, have we not? talked about like.
No, we certainly. When you out your friend as having had his show canceled, then it's an awkward night attack moment. Bonnie and Justin, yeah.
Oh! Oh! How do I get blamed for this?
Let's just be clear. It was
You
me who
just
threw you under the
all Bonnie
bus.
said was that it was a ladies' club. You're the one who brought the other part up.
Let's just blame this ladies' club. That's what I say.
Let's blame the system and hack it. No, it's fine. Yeah, as of right now, there's no plans to do another season of hacking the system. But I can announce that there is secret projects in development right now with Jason and I, and we're super stoked
that has
about.
been mentioned.
Yes.
We're on a show.
I don't think we've mentioned the title. I don't think we've announced it. But yeah, we've already shot some stuff. I'm super stoked about it.
Sounds pretty cool.
Basically, I mean, and let's face it, between you, me, and the walls, it's like, well, what if you had all the legitimacy of a television show, but you could own all that material that you wrote? Wouldn't that be great? You know, and so, you know, Jason and I are launching a new property very, very soon. I'm very, very excited about.
Well, I think it'd be a hell of an opportunity. Here's the deal. You guys, we need to bring it back to Bunchems.
Oh, yes.
Because if you heard the beginning of the show, you heard an amazing scored version of a song.
Shoot, I forgot that we needed to talk about this aspect. Yeah, so, I'm sorry, keep going.
An amazing song that Brian made up on the fly last week, which you might not have heard if you don't listen to the after show or watch the after show on the Night Attack YouTube, is that we then went into this whole thing about Bunchems, and Stephen Cogswell, because he's amazing, made a whole nother song based on what we were parodying. I don't even want to tease it too much. We'll talk about it on the other side of it.
We should point out, let's sketch around it, because most people don't listen to the after show. At some point, we were making up the idea of there being a song about Bunchems getting stuck in your hair, and we tried on a couple of different things, and at some point I had an idea for one that it could be. And then for the next, 40 minutes, it was you and me, or 30, whatever. It was an eternity in comedy
I
time.
think it was, listen, we were just feeling, we were riding the lightning, and it was amazing. We went back and forth. Because, again, this was kind of a real quick thing, in my mind at least. Like, it wasn't really that long of us going back and forth. And because he just reaches his godlike hands into these bits and creates such life and music, Stephen Cogswell delivered this amazing treat. So let's go ahead and hear that now.
Oh, so good.
I'll do it to Thunderstruck.
And I'm like,
Bunchum. Da 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 da. Bunchum. Da. They were stuck in my driver's way. Bunchum. I tried to cut them out, but I didn't care. Bunchum. You big Bunchum stuck. Bunchum stuck. Bunchum. Across one, Susie screams, well that's it. A Bunchum. Still a fight in the night. In the bed. Bunchum done. Yeah, it's Bunchum done. Who could get in the head? You gotta get 'em all out. Bunchum. Conditioner. Don't want a reason to
Christ, where did that crack smoking song come out?
Yeah, I don't think that Content ID will be able to pick up this bad remake of Thunderstruck.
Thank goodness.
awtfy.com/stuck. That is awtfy.com/stuck is where you need to go to download that song. Listen, we have had musical geniuses roll through this show and all its different incarnations before. One of them sits directly to your right currently, Brian, with Neshcom, who made some of our best remixes. Stephen Cogswell is so amazing because he's the first one that we've had that hasn't done beats, right? Hasn't done hip hop versions of stuff. He adds the instrumentations and everything. It is really amazing.
Yeah, he did assure us in his email that was him playing the guitar, and he was like, I don't know if Content ID is going to put up with this. And it's like, we don't care.
It'll be A-okay, I can tell you that.
Dude, national treasure when Stephen Cogswell and his crap shoot of what? What's the line?
Crap shoots box of devils. It's on awtfy.com. There's links on it on every page.
Yes.
Like he's in the need. Hey, Sheriff Carl. Let's get a
there we go.
I don't want to call the sheriff on this, man, but let's go ahead and do it. Listen, this happened. Bunchems Stuck happened in the after show. Brian, you want to know how you can get the after show earlier than everybody else who gets the after show?
It's impossible. You can't do it. It would be elitist to allow someone to get there earlier. There'd be no way to decide who was real fans and who wasn't. So I think we should all be equal, and everybody should get the after show as late as possible.
False, Brian. I think that your reign of tyranny has come to an end, and that's why I would recommend everybody go to patreon.com/nightattack. That's where you can support this very, very show and make sure that it continues to provide the quality content that it does every single week. Not only are our pre-shows and after-shows about to get a whole lot beefier, because our prime excuse, Brian, what, since the inception of this franchise, of the me and you horsing around on the internet franchise, what has been the one excuse on why we can't stay into an after show?
Because we have to play Hearthstone?
I know. Why?
No, because that's still content. That counts. Okay. Sorry, everybody who hates Hearthstone, it counts. Stop it, it counts. I'm not going to argue about this, it counts. Here's the deal. We always used to say, Brian, I can't stay. Justin, I can't stay for the after show because I got to catch a flight.
In 23 minutes.
The hour in the morning.
Yes. By the way, happy second day of retirement, Justin Robert Young. You've quit your day job. It's the last time you'll ever have to work for the man. How's it feel?
Man, I feel like flashing a gang sign on Good Morning America. That's how good I feel. Yeah, dude, I officially, my last day at the Go game was yesterday, was Monday, and I had a nice little exit interview there. I found out that apparently when you work independently and then go into a corporate system, or at least one with paid time off, and then you don't take any paid time off because you're used to not doing it and you find it offensive, then I walked out with a couple $1,000s in unused paid time off days, which was pretty nice. And now I begin my independent media career. So if you ever thought about supporting this show, now is the time to do it. Because without it, I'm literally homeless.
Yeah, dude, that's no lie, man. This dude just jumped off a cliff. If you're looking for a goal and a reason to support this show, then do us a favor, head on over to patreon.com/nightattack. And I don't really care about the per episode dollar figure, although that would certainly help Justin Robert Young pay his bills. I'm just concerned that we've dipped below that magic 1776 number of patrons, and I would love it if we could get 8 of you guys to leap over that edge. If you've thought about donating a whole nickel per show because we make you laugh, then by all means join us right now, and don't forget to write us at mail@nightattack.tv.
I'll tell you this, Brian.
Yeah,
talked a lot about Bunchems.
We haven't talked about Touchems. That's what I call my testicles.
If we keep 2,000 an episode,
yeah,
for 4 weeks in a row,
you'll wear Bunchems in your beard.
Oh,
I will wear bunchems in my beard.
Yeah, was that really what you were gonna say?
That would be amazing.
I will do a show with bunchems in the beard.
All right,
Wow.
that's it. That's it. It's and by the way, we're like 20 minutes at a taco away from being there across that 2,000 episode border.
Well,
we can
no,
make this
gotta
happen.
Keep it. We got to keep it. And by the way, I mean that it will go beyond New Year's Eve, right? If we started this week, it would have to go beyond New Year's Eve.
Yep.
And at that point, once it, because I'm not doing this silly boy nonsense of everybody going all in and then pulling back on.
Oh no, we're wise to that trick, man. We might in an alternate timeline. We invented that trick, man. Come on.
Probably. I will do an episode with bunchems in my beard. Now, by the way, there was a moment, I think we talked about this last week, when the bunchem crisis of 2015 was happening downstairs, the now globally covered bunchem crisis in the Brushwood household. Afterward, Brian and I were both just such unbelievable pussy willows about, like, putting them in our hair. It was just like a solid 10 minutes of Brian and I just like locked eyes, like me like kind of like rubbing it on my beard to see if it would catch, and Brian like kind of touching it through his hair. We were so scared.
We're like two 12-year-olds who found a joint. I don't know what's gonna happen when
Carl, all right. No. Justin does not owe anybody a naked cartwheel. A naked cartwheel was something that was promised for me by Megan Fawn, who may or may not have been under the influence after we had just made $14,000 or $15,000 in like 12 hours for the Contender Kickstarter. I never promised a naked cartwheel. They promised the naked cartwheel. I didn't do it.
Although that was rude of her to do, but let me make it absolutely clear that if we hit $14,000 an episode on Night Attack, he will so definitely do a naked cartwheel.
I will, like hardcore pornography. $14,000 an episode. We only really need a few of them to make this work.
And, you can. I will even do a what is Bonnie watching?
It's gonna be a short segment, maybe.
Very short.
The entire segment consists
easy
of
to describe. Is what I mean. I mean, easy to describe.
That's what I mean.
A short segment.
It'll be quickly done.
Look, hey, thank you to everybody who changed our lives 2 years ago by allowing us to go independent, but more importantly is changing lives again by allowing Justin to quit his day job. That's
and
utterly
listen,
amazing.
and this, like me quitting and us putting the push on the Patreon right now is because we believe we're going to be able to deliver on.
Yeah,
right?
man. Speaking
That's
of delivering,
why I'm quitting. Everything else, everything has been said. Like, this is it. This is if we fail to keep promises now. Spoiler alert: we will. If we fail to keep promises, the big promises, not the little ones, we'll totally break those. If we totally keep with the major 3 promises that we promise, probably gonna do that. Everything else totally dicey. Then it'll be totally worth it. We want to make it worth it for you guys. We want to give you bigger after shows, bigger pre-shows, more of
more in studio time for sure.
So yeah, there we go. And hell, Carl got up my butt about not doing a naked cartwheel, but here's one thing that I did do.
You bought Santa a beard. Congratulations, man. We believe we booked Santa Claus themselves for our upcoming special edition Night Attack Christmas podcast.
Oh my gosh, we have 3 little elves this year. I might have to.
Oh my gosh, we do. Okay, that'll be a lot of fun, but we'll save that for a future episode. Hey, Justin, what say we have a battle of wits?
Oh, I like to call them witsticuffs.
Well, yes. Hello, sir. Shall we engage in a bit of witsticuffsmanships?
Well, when you're doing a bit with a bunch of old-timey speak, sometimes you go to a Fred Schneider randomly.
Fred Schneider, get out of here. Why are you always in our studio?
A lot of people think that Fred Schneider's funny as an ad hominem.
What would John Stossel interviewing Fred Schneider sound like?
We do. Well, okay, well, you'd probably be like, Fred Schneider is a lead singer for the B-52s, an Atlanta band that pioneered the genre of bebopping rock. I asked him whether or not he thought that interrupting segments was appropriate. Fred Schneider, do you think it is appropriate to interrupt these segments?
I think it's more appropriate than you nodding smugly and rubbing your mustache like a big cock. I pay taxes, yeah. No? Oh, God damn it. You checkmate. You just checkmated me with the Stossel smirk. You smug bastard.
I did. 3 blinks and 2 nods, baby.
Oh, man.
All right, well played. But hopefully I'll be able to beat you in our game a year in the making. I think it was, I forget on which night attack it was that I had suggested how great it would be to set a Google News alert for the phrase apologizes for, because you always got, this is the piling on that the internet does every time anyone apologizes for anything, which is why you should never apologize. You hear that, John Stossel? Don't apologize for not coming on our show.
Oh, really?
I won't apologize to anybody. I'm an Emmy-winning journalist, and I don't feel that I should be bullied into coming on a show where people like to do impressions of me.
Okay, so who's our hero, Bryce, that put this together for us?
That's a good question. You would think I would have that on the top of my head, but I will definitely fill time until I
let me
can
get that.
find it.
Apologizes for.
Oh, meanwhile, I think Brian should tell us about his dream.
Oh, jeez, Bonnie, you only get so much out of it. You already outed me with the women's club.
Higgs Boson in the chat room put together he set up a whole Google alert about the time that you had the apologizes for idea, and has found things that people have apologized for.
Okay, so Bryce, you put together these awesome docs. Am I asking Brian in the apologizes for quiz Brian, or am I looking at apologizes for quiz Justin?
If I read your email correctly, Bryce, I read from the Brian doc, he reads from the Justin doc. Right. We ask each other questions.
And you are asking the opposite person.
Okay,
so Justin, you have your script.
Here, let me give this a start. And I think
also, Bryce, if you can give me edit access, because I can't read.
I thought I gave it to you earlier today.
No, you did for the Brian doc, but not for the Justin doc.
Okay.
That was my fault.
Sometimes there's miscommunications in podcasts, and it makes for a time that Fred Schneider shows up just to smooth things over, baby.
I love that Fred Schneider is just like he's like the candy man. Like, you know, if the right ingredients are there, he just pops up randomly.
He's the Kool-Aid man. He pops in when we need
Schneider
him.
Man.
And then he flies away.
All right, you should be good to go now.
He says, "Stop global warming." Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll start it off, Justin. We have here's your lead-in, and Justin, your lead-in is a Taiwanese restaurant apologized for the name of one of their dishes.
Okay. All right.
A Taiwanese restaurant apologized for the name of one of their dishes.
Is this something where I should make a guess each time as we go through the clues?
I think we're gonna play what's the trivia game at Buffalo Wild Wings rules, where it's like the clues are like, it's not a crazy person, it's not a beetle. The answer is blank.
Yeah, exactly. No, the little the big fat keyboard things that, like, you know, everybody's been rubbing their nuts on for a decade.
Okay, so you're looking for the name of this pasta dish, and it's from a Taiwan restaurant, and so
all right, the Pol Pot stickers.
Pol Pot stickers? No. Your first clue? It's a pasta dish. I gave it away. Forget it. Your second clue.
It was the Mussolini and cheese.
I think I might
know
know something
not.
about this.
Oh, really? You hush your mouth. He's on the hot seat.
All right.
Clue number 2. It features spicy German sausage.
Is it Himmler Gnocchi?
It's not bad. Not correct.
All right. Am I out of clues there? Or is there one more clue?
Let's do 3 guesses because there are about 3 clues.
Okay, all right. You get one more guess. However, I will say you were warm on that last guess.
The Hitler special.
Oh, so close, Justin Robert Young. The actual name of the Taiwanese restaurant pasta dish is Long Live the Nazis.
I think that's close. I
mean, certainly it's the closest guess we've had all game.
Wow, long live the Nazis, huh?
Yeah, man.
What do you think would be more of... all right, never mind.
And moving right along. Next question.
Brian, a Malaysian prime minister apologized for this tweet.
Malaysian.
Also, sorry, Bryce. If here, no,
I did it.
Go to the chat of that doc.
Okay. Okay. There's secret talk. It's a Malaysian prime minister. It was a tweet.
Do you want to give the first clue since it's going to be 3 guesses?
Yeah. Give me the first clue.
Yeah, that's the problem. I need that to be changed so I can read it. It's cut off.
All right. I'll just say it right now. It was after Germany made it to the World Cup finals.
Oh. I believe he tweeted, "These jerks again."
There we go. The minister who tweeted it refused to apologize.
They just because they made it to the World Cup?
I believe, yeah, they made it to the World Cup finals, and then the minister who tweeted about Germany reaching the World Cup finals refused to apologize about it.
I believe he said, "Let's hope it's not a Fourth Reich." Is that right?
And then your third clue, the tweeter was proud of how hard the Germans fought.
Oh, jeez. The Germans. It's always something with these guys. That's all I got.
Oh, Jesus.
What was it?
Oh, apparently there's a theme. Apparently his tweet read, "Well done, bravo, long live."
Long live Hitler. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
The language, like, is there like something to long live?
Oh my God. The Malaysian prime minister said this?
Man, it turns out Magatu had it right with this guy.
Oh my God. Okay. Justin, this just in from sometime in the past year, an airline is apologizing to blank for blank. Clue number 1, it was your favorite airline, United.
All right, they're apologizing for, sorry, say it again.
An airline is apologizing to blank for blank. Hint number 1, it was your favorite airline, United.
Okay, I think it's because they were saying "Long live Hitler" on all of their flights.
Let me, I'm going to take a quick preview peek at the.
That is not correct. I can tell you right now, that's not correct.
Okay, good.
Oh my God!
Because I don't remember that. I feel like I'd remember that on every United flight. They were like, "Please remember that all of your exits are to your right and left, and they might be behind you. Long live Hitler." Use place the oxygen mask over your own face before applying it to others.
Clue number 2. This was kind of a non-apology in a way. So again, the headline reads, an airline is apologizing to blank for blank.
I mean, they sued an 18-year-old for setting up a website.
Keep in mind, your question specifically is who were they apologizing to and for what? And your third clue is that it's not swear words. So you want to fill in the blanks. And an airline is apologizing to blank for blank.
I think, Pol Pot stickers. I have no idea.
Your favorite airline, the company that cares, United Airlines, sincerely apologizes for specific event. That happened to customer name.
What?
They sent a written, a printed, old-fashioned snail mail to someone saying, "Dear Mrs. So-and-so, we sincerely apologizing regarding specific event," all caps, "to encourage you to fly with us again, and as a tangible means of acknowledging your disappointment, enclosed is a specific item. Customer name. I ask that you allow us another opportunity to serve you, as we consider it our privilege to have you aboard."
So good.
This is a great game.
All right, here we go, Brian. A Missouri bar owner is apologizing for a drink special. This special is 6 shots of tequila for $10.
Is it called, I assume I'm supposed to guess the name of the drink.
Yes.
Is it called the Forget Me Now?
No, but what it does is makes a specific reference to police violence.
Oh, dear God.
I feel like we're gonna get the rare triple fold from Brian.
Is it what's the place outside of St. Louis? Wait, for something, the
third clue. The police violence happened outside of St. Louis.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. I know what it is. The drink was called, everyone who is on the Night Attack podcast does not approve of the violence in Ferguson.
No, Brian. It was called another thing that I can't click on because it's not available to me, and I didn't realize that.
Oh my God.
It was called the Michael Brown Special. You got 6 shots.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's awful.
Long live Hitler is something that's less offensive than what just happened.
Yeah. Oh, that's awful.
You know that something's uncomfortable when you just have to read "Long Live Hitler" right after.
That's your palate cleanser.
Here's a saltine cracker.
Here's the funniest thing about "Long Live Hitler" is he's dead, right? So, are you hoping that something happens in an alternate timeline, or he comes back?
Okay. Well, maybe you just denied that he's dead. Okay. Hey, Justin.
I was thinking it was, I'm sorry you went home with him and now have Blink.
Oh, yeah. Chlamydia, the special. A Minnesota police officer, Justin, I don't know if you heard about this, but he's apologizing for his actions.
Oh, that's kind of the one I set aside as examples that maybe we're not.
Oh, shoot. Did you already read this one, Justin?
No. Wait, is that in both of ours?
Yeah, I guess so.
6 and 7.
Mine too.
Don't look.
That's fine.
A Minnesota police officer is apologizing for his actions towards the child's pet. Your first hint is the child was only 5. Justin?
I think he punched a cat.
Oh, your second clue is the police officer claimed he didn't know the child.
Nope.
Wait,
He didn't know the chicken was a pet.
Oh, shoot. Yes. The question is, what did he do to the chicken? Oh, my God. The chicken was a pet, Justin.
Oh, I think he gave that chicken a stern talking to and said, "Hey, chicken, you were a real dick."
Captain Morgan, the police officer.
I didn't realize that was the same word.
The police officer used a shovel, Justin. What did he do to the chicken?
Did he kill the chicken with the shovel?
I think even I would have gotten this one. He beheaded the pet chicken. Why did he do it? Atwater Police Chief Trevor Burgers told the Associated Press he didn't know the chicken was a pet when he killed it with a shovel on August 16th. He says Phoenix Turnbull and the boy's mother, Ashley Turnbull, accepted his apology on Tuesday.
Wow. I'll tell you what. When reached for comment, the young boy only told the local newspaper, "Long live Hitler." Brian Krispy Kreme is apologizing for promoting an event.
Oh, golly. And I have to guess the event, I assume. Can I get a clue?
Yeah, it's only for their Krispy Kreme Club members.
Is it is it the burning alive of Hitler's corpse? I don't know.
So the question is, what was the event called?
Oh, the event?
Yeah. So, what was the event called is the question. The event is run by its UK branch.
Okay. It's, oh, geez. There's so many, crispy anything with a C is all I want to say, but it's like it's all burning people alive is all I can think of. Let me hear one more clue.
The event takes place on Wednesdays.
Wednesdays, plural. Thank God.
Yeah.
I got nothing. What happens on Wednesdays?
Krispy Kreme apologized after a store in the United Kingdom advertised a promotion for customers called KKK Wednesday.
Oh, no. What was the KKK standing for? The Krispy Kreme Club?
Yeah, of course, Brian. You know,
God.
Krispy Kreme fans.
How does that get past people?
They're from the UK. They don't know.
They're from the UKKK.
It's a UK thing. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Let's go rapid fire, Brian. You do one, I do one. We wrap this baby up.
All right, here we go. U.S. company is apologizing for a category of Halloween costumes on their website. The company is Walmart. Your question is, what was the category called?
The category of costumes?
Of Halloween costumes. I bet I already know it. I already got it.
Slutty kids.
Damn it. The answer, second clue, the answer is not slutty nurse.
Slutty kids.
Last clue, the target demo is large women.
Oh, them big old titties.
No, the story is Walmart apologizes for fat girl costumes on their webpage.
You're kidding.
Oh my God.
There is a real postmodern fun to this, as like the two guys who are like often trying to be offensive are not as offensive of things that have actually happened.
Wow, that's got to be somebody who hated their job.
Walmart, ladies and gentlemen.
No, yeah, I mean, listen, it's somebody who labeled a database, and we periodically would have this happen on newspaper stuff, where obviously, as you might imagine, most people who work in newspapers are liberals, and so it happened once, and so we started checking every single time that what the JPEG names of various photos were. Like if you download.
Oh yeah, so you could see what they placeholdered it as. Yeah.
So it's like, George W. Bush was like asshole.jpg or whatever. All right. Google is apologizing for its photo labeling app. Brian, the question is, what did the app call black people?
Oh, God dog it. This is Google?
Google apologizing for its photo labeling app. This is your first clue. It's like Uber, except for labeling photos.
I'm going to say they called them Negroes.
The label used is no longer even searchable on the photo labeling app.
Ninnies?
Brian, the photo labeling app in question labeled black people gorillas. Offensive thing. Justin's uncomfortable, so he'll do the Tonight Show song. So there's not a silence.
Way to go, Google. Hey, man, Justin, did you hear a radio station is apologizing for their DJ's actions? Question, the actions were on air is your first clue. The question is, what did the DJ do?
Oh, I don't know, Brian. I feel like we're going to need to apologize for this bit.
Here's your second clue. It was part of a what is the worst thing you will, I can't read beyond that.
The worst thing you will do to win tickets contest.
Okay. What's the worst thing you'll do to win tickets contest?
Oh my God, wait, I think I heard about this. Somebody had to do something in a butthole. It was something with a butthole. It was butthole related.
Your last clue is TIB. Whoa.
Yeah, no. Somebody had to eat whipped cream out of a butthole for tickets. It was like a Brazilian radio station.
Close enough to me. This is our first win. Radio station apologizes for letting a DJ get a written job on the air.
Yes, no, the lady had to lick out of his butthole. That's yes. I win. I win.
For the record.
Yes.
For the record, I want to be totally clear that this is far and away the least offensive of all of the stories.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Oh my God.
This was in Chile.
This one, no, yeah.
Let's hope he didn't have Chile.
Hey, Brian, that reminds me of Squarespace.
Oh, dude, you know what's great is Squarespace and chill. You just sit down and you open up Squarespace. You just calm. You enter a Zen state, and you write your website. Whether it's about maybe let's say you want to make a website of all the relationships you've had and the lovely encounters that you've had with members of whatever sex you choose.
Brian, you invite a special someone over, and you put on those famous 1950s Motown songs about making a Squarespace website.
Yeah, man. How do those go again?
Where it's like, I know you're a lady, but you want a big website. Boom, boom, boom. You need to make a commerce engine that'll do you right. And that's why you go to Squarespace. You go right on down to Squarespace. That's all right. You go to Squarespace, dun, cause it's a place that'll make it for you for a reasonable price, even if you're yeah. Squarespace, use offer code NAP. I don't know what that be, but eventually I will, because 70 years from the second I make this song, there'll be a podcast called Night Attack Podcast, but that's not what it stands for, because it stands for Take a Dirt Nap Other Websites. I'm a very prescient singer that sang for Motown. Bye.
Yeah. Wait. Now, real quick, the one part I didn't hear about this song. Can you play the end part from the extended cut where they talk about the reliability of this future service Squarespace?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, there was that other part of the song that we didn't hear. That was cut.
Well, and also how easy it is
no,
to.
It's too weird. So it was. I know you need a website that doesn't ever go down. Bum, ba-dum, bum. You're asking what's a website, but I'm telling you I ain't no clown, because Squarespace is the best. It never goes down. You can always load it, even if you're cross town. It's a sign that is great. It's an interconnected series of tubes. It's a metaphor that is still 35 years away. I am not a precog from the future. I am just a guy singing a song. Boo-doo-doo-doo.
Wait, do you need to know HTML in order to do this? Do you have to be an expert at CSS?
That was another part of the song. It was like, I know you need to learn some tables and Ruby's on rails. None of this will make sense until long after I'm dead, because I'm singing about the future of CSS, and you don't need to know it all. If you have Squarespace, you can just make a site. Ba-dum-bum. Yeah, baby, it's drag and drop. Ba-dum-bum. You are the best, and I am the worst. I don't know why I made this personal now. Ooh.
It's so weird, because I could swear that he reached out to those who were skeptical of it, and that they wanted some way to sample it. I seem to remember that part of the song.
Yeah, Brian, I gotta remember that too. I think it was another part of the song that was like, I know you are thrifty with your hard earned pay. Dun, 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 dun. That if you had a website, you pay it out every day, but you don't need to with Squarespace. It is not Squarespace, it's Squarespace. I intentionally made that miscorrection in my speech to see if you were listening, but try it out for a little bit without a credit card. The whole concept of credit cards is still a couple years away, but eventually, ba-na-na-na-na-na-na, you will see, ba-na-na-na-na-na-na, Squarespace is, ba-na-na-na-na-na, the new world government.
That took a weird hard left turn there, Justin. I
Listen, man, they were kind of out there, you know, with their songs, Motown.
New world government. Thank you to our friends.
No,
over
we
at
all
Squarespace.
remember that song.
It seems very popular. Hey, man. Real quick, it's time to check in on our long-running campaign to get one of our newscasting heroes right here on the show, ladies and gentlemen. Is more emission, said emission, mission impossible. Justin, we got a different take on things this week. You know, traditionally, you and I have picked monologues from famous pop cultural moments and decided to share them in the vein of our favorite libertarian rock star newscaster, John Stossel. However, this week, that's not the case.
No, Brian, it was a revolution that started with two men, and it spread amongst the people. It's no longer our campaign. Now, people from around the world are sending in their monologues, their famous movie monologues read in their John Stossel impression. Bryce, where should they be sending them if somebody has already done one or wants to do one to send it?
Yeah, you can send it into mail, MAIL, at nightattack.tv.
So here we go. Who is this one from, Bryce? Who's
That's a good question and probably better for Brian because they definitely sent it to him and not mail at nightattack.tv. But
when you need a site and you're searching on your Gmail.
It looks like Kevin in the chat room sent this.
All right,
all right, Kevin. Let's go ahead and play his Mission Impossible monologue.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled to them. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's going to do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You weep for Santiago, and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know, that Santiago's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want the truth, because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. We use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as the backbone to a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom I provide, then questions the manner in which I provide it. I'd rather you just said thank you and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a weapon and stand a post. Either way, I don't give a darn what you think you are entitled to. Did you order the code red? I did the job you sent me to. Did you order the code red? You're gosh darn right I did.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Spot on. The part where he talks about honor, duty, and all that stuff was actually, I lost it, and it was actually John Stossel standing in front of me.
Oh, my God. Listen, again, there are two elements to this. If anybody wants to send in their monologues, please do. But we are on a quest to get the attention of John Stossel. Everybody, we're going to post these online. Make sure you @reply him on Twitter. You let him know that we are sending up a flare. We are like Keira Knightley and Johnny Depp on the marooned island in Pirates of the Caribbean.
By which we mean drunk on rum and about to have sex.
Yes. Well, I mean, she's leading him on.
Oh. Is that am I to read
just
into
so
that?
he gets drunk? Yeah,
Am
and
I,
then
so
because like
you're not actually
trying to have sex with you.
I mean, no, I never thought that. It's just silly.
When you have sexual tension between your you just go to Fred Schneider because it's awkward.
Awkward baby.
Awkward baby. All right, Brian. It is that time in the show in which we again pick up your quest to become the greatest dancer in the world.
Doggone it. I forgot that this was happening. Yeah, man. By the way, we need your votes more than ever. Because I was on Dance Showdown. I danced with my heart on my sleeve for 10 whole days, and I can't take it back. And it's up to you guys whether or not I win. I mentioned before that, and they make it clear, they spell it out in this episode, that that the winner of Dance Showdown, a fat chunk of money and a car, is going to go not just to the person who danced the best, because that does matter, and that person does get an edge in the votes, but half of it is the judges' assessment, not just of their dancing technique, but how hard they worked and how much joy they felt from them, but also from the votes. And in that regard, there's a cost. There's a cost to watching me twist in the wind here. And I need you guys to head on over to dctv.link/vote Brian. Spend 30 seconds watching a clip and then blow that stuff up voting for Team B Squared. That's me and Bryn, who I'm hoping will be able to get on next week.
So what was on this week?
Me eating a big fat pile of dog crap. Let's take a look.
B Squared. Lorianne.
Genius. Awesome. Really well done. Here's the thing about your choice. It's a bit darker. And I think what makes you so strong is that joy, is that light. Where you lack in the movement, the performance quality always brings you through. Because that wasn't there this time, you really ended up with a low score and at the bottom of the scoreboard. So find a way to keep your strengths in the routine and continue to build on them.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
That's all we got. That's look, man. Here's the thing. Yeah, are you angry yet? Why don't you head on over to dctv.link and stick it to him by voting for Brian?
Okay, wait.
Who's that beautician?
No. Actually, that's the lovely Lorianne who choreographs for the likes of Beyonce and some amazing top-end performers. She's super qualified.
Choreographs for getting her goddamn eyes checked.
I don't know.
It's fine.
She goes, hey, step 1, 2, better 1, better 2 to get some glasses.
Bonnie.
That was bad call, ref.
That's fine. Look,
game, I would stand up and say, boo that call. I don't think that was nice at all.
Well, if you don't think that was the right call, there's only one way to make it right, and that's to head on over to dctv.link. Take 30 seconds out of your freaking day, or if you're a freaking national treasure and a hero like our friend CJ Land, then vote 400 times because you get all the votes. You get multiple votes. This is not a contest of who gets the most people voting. It is the contest of who gets the most votes. If you have friends, relatives, neighbors, you name it, vote all the votes.
And the whole link.
Brian, what was her name again?
What's that?
What was that judge's name again?
That was Lorianne.
I hope Malaysian Prime Minister has to apologize.
All right.
Long live Lorianne.
And we're done. And we're done.
That whole link, because the last time you said it, you only said dctv.link. It's dctv.link/vote Brian.
That's correct. That is correct. Make sure
vote
to
for
specific contestant
at specific website link. No. Hey, listen. Let's. Can we just go back to the one clip where Brian is getting told about what happened with their performance? I just want to just go to Brian's face. I want to just see Brian's face, and I want to get Brian's inner monologue.
You're seeing it right now. That's
You look really tall.
Yeah.
Real tall.
No, look, they were smart enough to
your-
pair me with someone shorter than me because I think she's wearing heels and so on. I mean, you don't see my face, but my inner
There we
monologue.
go. Okay, right there. Yeah. Brian, what's going through your mind?
Wow, I hope Justin doesn't freeze this and make a big scene about it in 2 months.
I think he's thinking, I like this mustache.
I actually did. I
Yeah,
dug
Good looking mustache. And by the way, hey, listen, your professionalism, that is on display. Bryn, she is raw nerve, man. Like go to her face.
If she had laser eyes, look at that.
Right.
She's just like choo 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 choo. No, man, it was. I thought it was a good dance. I don't know. I wonder if at some deep level we got dinged for the novelty of involving the fire reading. If that was an impure dance move or something.
No, I think what they wanted. I think especially because you're a magician. I think they wanted Job. Right? Like they wanted you to do Doug Henning and assistant and be like big, silly, colorful, play to type and stuff like that.
That's tough because Bryn takes her craft so seriously that I don't know that I could have pitched that to her. This whole thing was me saying yes to whatever Bryn proposed within reason. And I did my best to go for it. The one thing, and to be honest, I wouldn't have done that because I would have been too afraid of looking like I was mocking dance because I'm not a dancer, right? I can't come in from being the chicken shit too scared to dance on the dance floor and then do mock dance moves like, oh, I'm making fun of you, transforming your movement into poetry in motion, I don't think I could have done that.
Oh no! I'm with you, man. Like you were in a catch-22. There's no way you can go that would be successful. So you try to do something artistic. You try to do something interesting. You try to do something fun. And look what happens. You go ahead and get that face where you're just like, hey, can I just get off this stage? And I hope Justin doesn't bring it up. And if he does bring it up, I hope he then goes and doubles down and defends me in the same fervor that he was putting me in an uncomfortable situation. And Bryn, on the other hand, is just like, oh my God, I want to wring this lady's neck.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
I think she's like really mad that Brian's not into her booty quite as much.
Okay, all of you. This is highly uncomfortable, and I'd really love to move on to anything. Literally anything. How about a little diamond time, people? Or let's do a little diamond time. Diamond time's the way you guys get to shout out your projects right here live on the air. If you head on over to diamondclub.reddit.com.
Brian.
Yeah. What?
If it's getting on, come on, if it's getting uncomfortable, you gotta.
Yeah. Brian wished way early on you'd stop throwing shade at the people who ran the show that he was on. Look, there's only one way to make everything right, and that's for everyone to go vote at dctv.link/vote Brian.
Absolutely, and that's what. I'm on that side. Let's inspire passion.
Absolutely. Hey, man, Mr. Steamfist writes us and saying, I wanted to thank you guys for reading out my wife's project, so I thought I would invite Chat Realm to a coding workshop I am putting on at bit.ly/code420. We will be making a simple Unity app. In the Facebook post are all the assets required to accomplish the task. Everyone is welcomed. So I don't, this is the project when you click on it is how to program Unity Edition. And it says that you got to download Unit 3D before the stream and open it at least once to make sure that it runs. They'll be creating a simple click game. So if you ever want to, it sounds like you're going to come out of this session actually having programmed something.
No, absolutely, dude. That's super rad. I was just fixated because apparently, like, I guess it was just where Bryce's cursor was. It looked like your mom was part of this Unity coding engine thing.
The messaging sidebar was open, and it
showed
people.
Because it's logged in as me.
Is Brian's mom like a coder now? Like,
Meanwhile,
who knows? People pick up things.
Oh, that's amazing.
Frantically trying to hide it so no messages show up or anything.
Yeah, for the record, I have no idea what people send me on Facebook. I only post on Facebook. I never ever. Do you ever read Facebook, Justin?
I do, actually. I mean, I have the messaging app and everything, so like I see stuff, but very rarely do I have any kind of actual conversation.
Yeah, I think there's probably a 1 in 20 message that gets read and instantly responded to. And Beef is right. Brian's mom does only code in Ruby on Rails. That's true.
I mean, well, after she heard that Motown song. Ein Lawson says, hello, friends. For a little over a decade now, I've been putting all my creative content online. Lately, with Frog Pants and Diamond Club communities as inspiration, I've started dabbling with streaming and podcasting. The bulk of my work, including episodes, can be found at bit.ly/ ZERO 420 YOLO swag. Thanks and DIAF.
Yeah, Magnetic Couch. Oh, you know what? Screw. Well, okay. Magnetic. I already said it. Magnetic Couch says, "Hi, Diamond Club. Check out the progress on the game I'm developing. You can find my weekly update here in the Diamond Club subreddit over at the Game Dev Week 3 thread." And an unreadable link. And no fix from the sheriff. Huh. You know what? I can only imagine that is because Sheriff California Carl secretly knew that our third segment should really be to check in on, people are saying dctv.link/YOLO game 420 swag. But hey, man, a while ago, we talked about a bit of a situation on the other side of the planet, Justin.
We did, Brian, and that's why we would like to bring on some of the principal folks that you guys helped make a difference in their life on here to talk about everything. It is your friends and mine, Ev Lloyd, Tez, and they are the parents of Blurch. Blurch, the Australian baby for which we named. Are they here? Tez and Ev, are you guys here?
All three of us are here.
All right. So talk us through. Remind us of your entire story today for those of you who out there who haven't seen it.
Well, basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put her on the spot and throw Tez into this because she's never been on the show before, and I plan on embarrassing the shit out of her.
Oh yeah.
There's that famous Australian hospitality.
Chewing on a wasp.
Hi guys. Basically, I had a recent appointment, and what we've got is a benign tumor, but it's on my brainstem. So they're not actually going to operate just yet because the risks outweigh my current symptoms. So we were obviously doing a bit of a GoFundMe initially for when we were going to have the surgery, but there might be later next year that we'll be looking at having surgery. So we're just holding off in the meantime because basically they might turn me into a vegetable if they try and operate at the moment. So not all that keen on that.
I would imagine.
So this right now is a wait and see situation, and how many side effects are you feeling of it right now, if at all?
Yeah, so we're just gonna watch it to make sure it doesn't grow or change or push on any more nerves. But ultimately, it's the nerves that it's pushing against at the moment that are causing problems with my hearing, and also causing me to be sort of dizzy, like a vertigo type state. So I tend to bump into things, and Ev likes to make fun of me thinking that I'm drunk.
Are most of the effects at this point above the neck, or because when I think about something on the brainstem, I think about things below the neck, kind of stuff?
Well, funnily enough, a couple of years ago, I had a scan because I was having problems with my arms, with the nerves going down my neck and in my arms, and nobody could figure it out at the time what was wrong. But looking back at the previous scans we had done, the tumor was there all along. It just wasn't particularly prominent. So luckily, a very slow-moving tumor, which is great. But yeah, very concerning having a young family, and that's probably my surgeon's concerns as well, is that they don't really want to go causing any troubles. I've got to pass a lot of nerves to get this thing out, so they don't really want to go causing all sorts of things. I might lose my hearing, my face might droop, I might not be able to swallow. There's all sorts of repercussions, which is a bit more than me sort of falling over and looking like an idiot and having trouble with hearing and headaches and things like that.
Sure. So when they say watch, how close is watch? Are we talking about like you're going in for weekly visits, monthly visits, or in a slow moving tumor? I don't know how slow is when it comes to tumors.
I don't really know how slow it is either, but ultimately I think I'll be having brain scans every 3 months, and between the last scan we had not too long ago and the one 3 months back, it hasn't changed shape or moved. So I think at least it's moving slower than 3 months, I guess, but they'll look at it again probably just in the new year to make sure, unless more side effects start, if I start losing my hearing completely or slurring my speech and those sorts of things. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's been pretty full on, and it's a very scary thing. I kind of just want to get it out and be over and done with, but it may not necessarily fix all the problems anyway. So they want me to spend as much time with little Blurch as possible, I guess, in case the worst happens. So
Well, in the meantime,
so again, I mean, and I don't know if Ev passed this along. My uncle had a very similar situation. It wasn't a tumor, but it was a collection of blood vessels that was pushing up against his brain and affecting. For him, it was light sensitivity and constant kind of untreatable headaches. He had surgery. And everything almost immediately returned absolutely back to normal. He has had no side effects since then. But what I'm gathering from you, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's not that this kind of surgery necessarily has a very high failure rate. It's more that the possible side effects are just kind of too great to rush into, right?
Exactly, yeah. They're just playing it very cautious, and that is awesome to hear that he recovered well as well, because it's nice. I hear a lot of horrible stories, and it seems like every story, every kind of news or current affairs program is about someone with brain cancer. So, excuse Blurch here. She's getting all excited.
Dude, she's welcome to take over the show. We're looking at your Instagram feed, and I don't think outside of my own beautiful daughters, I've seen a more perfect kid.
Oh no! This is an insanely expressive baby. If you were just listening to the audio program, this is just the cutest kid in the planet. Tez, listen, I feel very, very, very comfortable in saying that I think when you only look at these kinds of stories and only focus on the ones that have gone wrong, it's very easy to get a skewed version of what is most likely a more routine surgery than you are going to think of. The doctors are being overly cautious because you do have such a young family, and I think that is certainly the right case. But I believe that you guys are going to absolutely get through this, and just know that everybody here in this Diamond Club family, it ain't just neon signs and gang signs on American television. We are here for you guys.
You guys have been absolutely amazing, and the support, I can't believe the support that we've received, and even the flooding of my Instagram. I wasn't aware of the shout out during one of the last shows, and my Instagram was is that right? My Instagram was just blowing up like crazy, and I thought something was going wrong, and then I was like, of course, night attacks.
There we go. So go ahead and check it out. Instagram.com/Tezmatron, TEZMATRON, if you want to see one of the cutest babies you have ever seen.
It's amazing. Thank you so much, Tez. Thank you so much, Ev. In the meantime, please don't be strangers. Feel free to come back on and keep us updated.
Always. Thank you so much again. I really appreciate it.
Love you guys.
All right, love you, buddy.
bit.ly/Blurch donate. Again, while this is happening, Tez is taking time off from her job, which is already hard enough to do with a baby there, but they are, hurting for money, or whatever they use for money in Australia. I think it's a series of leaves and hole punched Coca-Cola tops. But other than that, you can go ahead and help at bit.ly/Blurch donate, BLERCHDONATE.
It's time for the Movie Draft Minute!
Welcome to your Movie Draft Minute presented by Cosmic Radio TV for the week of November 30th, 2015. I'm your host, Roberto Villegas. 3 weeks. 3 weeks is all that remains until something crazy happens? Until then, let's go check the scoreboard. Brian Bush is in 6th place with $0. Not even going to explain why. Just Ramone's in 5th place with Creed bringing in $44 million, bringing his total to $73.1 million. Brian Ibbot's in 4th place with $136.9 million. Chrissy Cates is in 3rd place with Victor Frankenstein bringing in $3.7 million, bringing her total to $204.8 million. Mulango AE is in 2nd place with The Good Dinosaur bringing in $56.8 million, bringing his total to $293.8 million. And in 1st place with The Night Before bringing in $24.9 million, bringing his total to $425.7 million. It's Tom Merritt. And that is your Movie Minute for the week of November 30th, 2015.
Dude, hear great things about Creed. Did you see Dan Trachtenberg blowing up on Twitter saying how much he loved it?
No, but all the reviews are great. I think that maybe the only thing that I got right about the movie draft was I thought that, Creed was going to overperform. Who knows how it'll overperform, how much it'll overperform, but see that Steven Spielberg said that he's seen The Force Awakens 3 times and that he believes it's going to be the biggest movie ever.
Well, and again, like that could be true, but it doesn't matter if it's the biggest movie ever. It's somebody sent in a harrowing email. I crap my pants on Cord Killers explaining where Avatar was by February 12th, because the draft ends on February 12th. He said what Avatar was at by that point and what the other big Titanic. Yeah, Titanic was at. And
either of those started fast though. Avatar did not start crazy big in a way that Star Wars is going to start crazy big.
Yeah, we'll see. But I'll tell you what, meanwhile, Tom has 2 more unreleased movies, and he still has another couple of good 2 or 3 weeks of juice on his current movies, and he's at, 425 right now. As he gets closer, like I need to start freaking out once he crosses 525, 550. Because then, by that point, Star Wars could be the biggest release movie of all time, and it could be the fastest to blow past stuff, and still, I could lose to Tom. We'll see, though.
Maybe. It will not matter if it opens to 300 million.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, just because if it opens to 300 million and a 50% drop is another 100.
I see. I thought you were saying like it's all over if it opens to 300 million. You're saying even if it opens to 300 million, that's still too early to call.
If it opens to 300 million, no. If it opens to 300 million, you're gonna win. I mean, like
no, because it can open to 300 million. By February 12th, let's say Tom has 550 or close to 600. That means I have to shatter the all-time domestic box office record and do it in half the time that the previous record.
If it opens to 300,
yeah,
and it's good. Again, this is it's good.
If right,
you are hoping it is. Then it drops 50%, which is a strong hold.
Right.
You are at 450 million in 2 weeks.
That's right. Okay. Yeah.
And then you're at 70% of that. Past that, the holds are progressively. You tend to hold progressively more, especially on a gigantic movie like that. Third week of that movie could still be $100 million. You are. I think you are betting on a gigantic, an explosive nuclear opening, right?
Yeah.
But we're also going to see reviews before that. And if reviews are like, get to a theater, The Force Awakens is amazing. Like, I can't see it not.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I am cautiously optimistic at this point, but regardless, man, I got The Force Awakens fever in a bad way.
Man, I can't, and we still don't know. Well, we can't talk about the other thing.
Oh, nope. Special announcement coming out next week. That'll be very exciting, though. Big, fun project.
No, for sure.
Fun project for Justin and I, looking like it's right around the corner.
Till the daddy takes the fine automobile from a corporation that we love away.
Hey, real quick to wrap things up, what's the latest on The Contender? You guys are shipping?
Oh man, we made I know we told Brant not to Brant.
Shit. I mean, it's a recent change, Justin. I'm sure it's just taken you a little while to get accustomed to it.
Is this the new belt?
Yeah.
This is the new belt, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
The belt.
Yeah, no, it's the elt. Bryce, I know we said not to do videos, but there is a video that we made announcing that The Contender was shipping that I would like to show the Night Attack audience because I feel like there's an opportunity there for everybody.
Well, yeah, if you want to maybe set it up for just another couple minutes.
Here's the deal.
Because it's cool. It is a cool video. And I actually, you know what? No, not even necessary because I have it here for us right now.
Oh, yeah. Audio listeners, you are missing out to one Justin Robert Young rocking out in 36 different varieties, utterly committed to the bit in front of a
giving the magician routine that the dance on judges.
Yeah,
maybe want to.
I don't think they would have responded well to that. But
whoa, where did the buttons come from?
But meanwhile, the text is saying that the Contender is shipping and that you can get buttons and that you should head on over and buy now at thecontender.us. And that is a cartwheel.
Is that a almost naked cartwheel?
An almost naked cartwheel.
Pantsless cartwheel.
A pantsless cartwheel at thecontender.us. And damned if Guts and Glory doesn't make that look. They make you look good, Justin.
Yeah, dude. No, if you have the means, I highly recommend making a strategic partnership with one of the best design houses in America. So this was literally just me and Meg of the Megan Fawn power duo of Guts and Glory, my friend since college, that we were like, oh crap, we should make a video. We should spread it around, announcing that the decks are shipping. And so this is what we came up with. Decks are shipping. If you back the Kickstarter, decks are literally right now on their way to fulfillment centers around the country, and they will be sent from there to your house. If you backed at our highest level, they might be like literally a day behind because it's going to take a little bit for us to get the decks to our facility, sign the posters, put them all together, and get them out to you guys. However, I wanted to take a page from you, Brian.
Uh-oh. That's always a bad idea.
You guys did a big sale for Scam Stuff once where you went the full Monty and just made a bunch of random green screen clips and then tossed it out to everybody to make their own commercials.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. That was the double your price sale for
Albert Scamson.
Yes, Albert Scam Stuff. We kept changing his name constantly throughout the whole thing, but it was.
Where's that wig? We need to use that wig again.
Oh no, it's downstairs. I know exactly where it is. I think we should have him back. Albert Scamson should make a return on this upcoming.
How long ago was that?
That was
October
year and a half
2014. Ago. Oh no, this is when this was published. Yeah, no, it was before. Yeah,
it was a year and a half ago. It wasn't
2 Aprils ago.
Yeah, because this year it was the Arson Watch. Yeah,
Arson Watch.
And then, but at any rate, I just released the raw footage, and Justin just shouted a bunch of the biggest nonsense for me to do, and we
twice the money.
It's so amazing.
Do get ready.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
That was a pan.
Such a beautiful dream. Anything is possible with twice the money.
And the results we got like 20 videos, and they were utterly insane.
So this was literally, I was just yelling at Brian over speakerphone, like it's your head. Now say, money's the best thing in life, and Brian would just say it in a weird voice. It was so amazing.
Kind of rhythmically, and with each clap, your face gets more excited.
Okay. All right, here we go.
I want
Oh, dude, this is. Boy, there is a similar. All right, kill it.
So here's the deal. I've got all of the that clip. I've got that soundless and ready to go. People can edit all that footage however they want and create their own Justin being ridiculous. In fact, we've already seen that it doesn't have the text on it or whatever. You can put whatever text top of it that you want. I've got the clean video for it. Just follow my YouTube, youtube.com/Justin Robert Young. That is where you will get, you'll be able to download all the, or that video and edit however you want, including, I saw a lot of Justin 042 If you just want to zoom in and make sure that my wiener is not loose at 42 seconds into the clip, that is up to you guys. Follow my YouTube, and I will give you all of the footage.
That is amazing, man! What a double plus bonus jam-packed episode. We went longer than usual because we're extra sized with jam-packed goodness. We've got the end of the Bunchems saga. We took a side jag into Brian's journey with the local women's club. We
did. Brian, we found out that apparently in Asia they have a thing about Hitler living for a long time.
We uncovered the ancient artifact of that strange future predicting Motown song that brought us one of the greatest technologies that we have today.
We did. We absolutely did something good across the world in Australia for our friends Tez and Ev.
And more importantly, we created a charity. If you go to dctv.link/votebrian and watch for only 30 seconds, you can make some magic occur.
Absolutely.
Man, love you guys. Die in a fire.
See you next Tuesday.
Night attack. Night attack. Night attack. Night attack. Night attack. Night attack. I love you.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.